Hi folks, I've got an unboxing for you today. This is another old toy. I'm unboxing 3 Furry Frenzies by Hasbro, and I got these for just £4.48. So the reason why they were so cheap is they haven't been tested, so I don't know if they're all working or if some are working and some aren't, or they're all not working. We'll have to find out. And I've got 2 of my Zhu Zhu pets here, as well as my goopy guinea pig and that little hamster that I got that runs in a wheel, because I'm going to compare these Furry Frenzies with these little fellas, particularly the Zhu Zhu pets, because Hasbro brought out the Furry Frenzies as a competitor to the Zhu Zhu pets. They're really based on them. And I've got all my track here that I'm going to set up because I want to see if the Furry Frenzies can run on the Zhu Zhu track. So without further ado, let's get these out the box and see what they like and see if they're working. So here's the first one. It's a rabbit and it says Furry Friends, so they were actually brought out in the Furry Friends range, and the date is 2010. This looks like another rabbit, again from 2010. And the final one's a little dog. They're all in really nice condition, very clean, don't look like they've been played with much. And that's also from 2010. So it looks like these are a bit of a different shape to the Zhu Zhu pets. They've got a sort of flat face rather than a pointed face. They're quite a bit taller than the Zhu Zhu pets, and they are shorter in length. And unfortunately, they're a lot wider, so I can't see these going on the Zhu Zhu track because they look like they're going to be too wide, unfortunately. And whereas the Zhu Zhu pet, you take the whole of this section out to change the batteries, so basically the motor and the battery box is separate to the microcontroller, which is in the top part of the toy. With this one, you've actually got a battery door on the bottom to access the battery, so you don't remove the whole section with the motor in it, which is a bit of a pity because of the Zhu Zhu pets. A good thing about them is, because the microcontroller is separate, if the motor stopped running, you can swap these into the top part of a different toy, but the top part of the different toy holds the personality. So there was a possibility of swapping these if it was one that you particularly liked. You could just swap the motor from a different one if it broke. It's still got this little plastic notch at the front, but it doesn't have track readers like the Zhu Zhu pets. Hasbro did make track for this, but obviously they didn't have any data reading with it. And interestingly, it's got this little leg at the back. The little leg at the back on the Zhu Zhu pets means that when it goes backwards, it causes this little leg to go forward, and that causes it to turn. So it looks like they've copied that on the Furry Frenzies. So the next thing to do is to put some batteries in these and see if they work. Well, it can make sounds, so that's looking good. And that one's talking as well. And so's this one. So next I'm going to go on the internet and see if I can find the instructions for these little fellas. And I have found the instructions. So we've got a little diagram here showing a back sensor and a nose sensor. Presumably those are switches. And in the instructions it says, to hear me speak, wake me up by pressing my nose sensor, Then press again and again for animal noises and funny sounds. It is a switch. A press button switch. So we'll try this one now. And finally the dog. Next it says, to let me scurry, press my back sensor. This will also wake me up. I'll scoot and spin all around while making lots of sounds. Whenever I bump my nose, I'll make a noise. If I bump my nose into something and can't move forward, I'll just back up and go another way. So the tubes are too narrow for these Furry Frenzies, so I'm just going to try them in the round rooms of the Zhu Zhu pets. So press the back button. Oh, that was a surprise. It managed to squeeze through then to another room. We'll try the next one. The pink one's managed to get into yet another room. And we'll try the third one. To get ready, press my back sensor again while I'm scurrying. I'll still make sounds, but I'll stay still. Can you set me up for a race? To see me zoom, press my back sensor again while I'm getting ready. I'll sound off 3 times and then race away in straight bursts. If I bump my nose into an obstacle, I'll back up and zoom forward again. To go back to scurry mode, press my back sensor again. So it's in scurry mode, so I'll press the back sensor and it's making noise but it's not moving now. So next I'll press it again. Well, I wouldn't say that was a very exciting zoom mode. It didn't seem to go that much faster. We'll try the dog next. So it's in scurry mode. Press it again, it stops moving. It's in get ready mode. So press it again and it should zoom forward as much as it can zoom. Press it again, it'll go back to scurry mode. It just goes forward, it stops sort of going backward and it goes forward continually. It's probably better in a long open stretch. So I'm going to try that later, but I'm going to read the last bit of the instructions now, and after that I think I'll try these on the Zhu Zhu Pets wheel, because I think if I put them in zoom mode that might be quite good for going on the wheel. To make me go to sleep, press my back sensor and hold down for 2 seconds. I'll make a sleepy sound and shut off. Note, your pet will go for up to 2 minutes in scurry mode and up to 30 seconds in get ready and zoom modes. If the back sensor is not pressed again within those times, your pet will go to sleep. So we'll press and hold for 2 seconds. And it's gone to sleep. Seems a little bit different, that one. And we'll see what the dog's like when it goes to sleep. So let's see what they like in zoom mode in the wheel. It's not bad that. I wouldn't say it's zooming though. It's still pretty slow. Try the dog now. That's a better effort. The dog seems to go a bit faster. That dog's pretty good at the wheel. He's gone to sleep now because he's been in zoom mode 30 seconds. And we'll finish off with the white rabbit. Pretty good effort by the white rabbit. I think the pink rabbit's slower than the other two. It's maybe got some debris around the wheels that is stopping it from moving as quickly. I thought I'd show you the Zhu Zhu pet and the wheel just as a comparison. The Zhu Zhu pet's a bit different because they can actually get off the wheel and down and onto the track like this. And before we try the Furry Frenzies on an open stretch, let's see if they can manage this slide. So I'll put them in zoom mode again. And I'll start with the dog, as the dog seemed to perform the best on the wheel. So unfortunately he's too wide for the slide. I thought the slide might be wide enough, but he gets stuck on it I'll try the other two just in case there's any slight difference in the width of them. Oh wow! Got stuck at the top where it's the narrowest, but then it did actually manage to get down round the rest of the slide, though it did seem to do it very slowly. And finally, we've got the white rabbit. Stuck again at the top. But did manage to get around the rest of the slide. So the dog must be slightly wider than the rabbits. Okay, I've got them set up for a race. Paul's going to assist me.
Okay,
so 1, 2, 3. White rabbit? Oh, the white rabbit's come off the track. Oh, the dog won!
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I think the white rabbit's gone to sleep this time.
Dogs won again. 1, 2, 3. No, dogs won again.
Yeah.
And the white one was in second place.
At least they've all finished it.
Yeah.
I think the dog's a clear favourite.
It is. So at the end of that final round, the dog won 4 races.
Mm-hmm.
The white rabbit won 2.
Yeah.
And the pink rabbit didn't win any.
That's a shame. Poor pink rabbit.
It didn't surprise me because this pink rabbit, there's definitely something wrong with it in the sense that it's moving really slowly. I think there's probably...
You think it's gummed up?
Yes.
We'll have to have a look at that, yeah. It's interesting that it wasn't just the dog winning all the time. It varied between the two, didn't it?
But the dog won twice as many as the white rabbit. So, what do you think of these little critters, Paul?
Well, I don't think they're as good as the Zhu Zhu pets.
Well, they can't read track. They're not as sophisticated, are they?
No, they're not. The styling's nice on them. Yeah, they don't read tracks, so that's a disadvantage, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, with the Zhu Zhu pets, they can go into a bathroom and then make certain sounds and certain movements. So
yeah, they know they're in the bathroom because they've
yeah,
gone over
they could actually go over to the wash basin and make like sounds like they were having a
That's
wash.
right, or then enter the bedroom and go to sleep.
Yes.
Because they knew where they were,
yeah. And even go on top of that carrot and nibble it.
I think
so that's much more sophisticated.
Also, the Zhu Zhu pets have got a better range of sounds, I think, as well. And the big disadvantage of these little things is that they don't fit the track that the Zhu Zhu, which is a big shame, really.
Just that little bit too wide.
Yeah, just a bit too wide, yeah.
So I thought I'd finish off this video by seeing if these two little fellas could join in with the race.
I'm sure they could, yeah. You want me to look after these 3?
Yeah. Oh, you could look after 3?
I think so.
Oh, okay. So, 1, 2, 3.
Well, it's the dog first and the white rabbit second, and
look where that one ended up.
that's where you would have put your money on, yeah. One didn't get off the starting line, and the other shot off the field. Oh, look at that.
No!
That's teamwork, that is.
This one's a troublemaker.
Bit of foul play going on there. Oh no, I've lost my money. Dogs first. Pink rabbit second. Guinea pigs are nowhere to be seen. They're hopeless, those guinea pigs.
They kept going off the track. Look at this one. He just tried to come back. So folks, that about wraps it up for this video. I hope you found that entertaining. In a future video I'm going to try and get these Furry Frenzies on, and all my Zhu Zhu pets and all my other like little hamstery things, and I'm going to try and get them on a flat surface and have the whole lot on all at once. So that should be fun. But for this video folks, thanks for watching as always, and hope to see you next time.